Alright guys, this is a really quick video. Not a whole lot I'm going to show you here. More of a public service announcement than anything else. But I've got the YFZ back together. Everything's ready to ride. Except for one thing, and maybe the most important thing for anybody who's buying any new quad, bike, whatever. Don't just take it out and ride it, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to get on here with the tools that I need. Looks like a 14, maybe a 17. And I'll break this guy loose real quick. Alright, so you can see that I've got the shock out now at the top. I got the bolt out, and you may notice there's something really important missing from this bolt. And this is the case with pretty much every pivot bolt on this quad. And that's that it has no grease at all. It's completely dry. And the problem with that is that when you have a pivot point like this, and you have it getting hot, it's definitely going to start to actually scar the metal, cause some issues with binding, and then over time you're going to end up with corrosion in there, which will not only damage the bolt, it'll also damage the bearings, it'll damage pivot points, things like that. And when you see like people, for example, who have like a swing arm bolt they have to cut out, you know, that's the result of there being no grease on these. And essentially what happens, and I speak from experience having worked at a dealership, is these things come out of the crate at the dealer and they've not been greased from the factory, and then they go straight to the customer, and the mechanics, you know, they're not asked to do any of this kind of stuff during the setup process. Occasionally a bike would get a little bit of work done on it if a mechanic had absolutely nothing else going on during the day. But otherwise, these things go straight to the customer and they are not greased at all. And you know, essentially they're not ready to go. You know, you really shouldn't ride like this. You might not notice a problem the first, you know, few times you take it out, but it will become a problem over time, and it'll become a maintenance problem over time. So, if you have any new quad or bike, definitely take it apart, take all the pivots apart, grease them, just check everything over, give it a once over, and it's worth putting in the time now so that you don't have to do it later. And if you do have a used bike or quad, it's a good idea to always check this stuff out, make sure that it's maintained, and if someone hasn't been maintaining it, then go ahead, replace the bearings, buy new bolts. They're usually, you know, a couple bucks. And, you know, over time, you'll have a much better experience both as a rider and as someone who has to work on the machines they ride. So anyways, that's my little PSA. Just make sure that you are maintaining your machine and that you are making sure that it's greased before you go take it out for the first time. And like I said, this is pretty much universal across any manufacturer that I've seen, across any bike or quad or anything else brand new. You got to check this stuff out. You got to grease it. You got to take care of it when you get it home. So anyways, just wanted to show you the proof. There's always a lot of debate about whether or not you need to do this online. And I mean, here's your definitive proof right here. This thing's dry as a bone. So anyways, that's all I've got for this one. So stay tuned. You can see the YFZ is almost done here, and I'll have lots more exciting stuff to come.